Hi, my name is Kiana Hawkins, and this is my Human Services 508 Interpersonal Skills Project. I hope you enjoy. My overarching goal is to improve my listening skills to become a level 1 listener. As a result of becoming a level 1 listener, I will improve my communication skills within relationships. The reason I chose my overarching goal to improve to a level 1 listener is that through the reflections and through reading our textbook, Listening, the Forgotten Skill, I realized that I've been listening at a level 2 or a level 3, which will explain why I've been having so many conflicts within my relationships. It was like a great awakening. I was like, why am I misinterpreting things? Why am I hearing things wrong? It's because my listening skill was at a 2 or a 3. And I believe that as I improve my listening and become a level 1, I will improve my communication within my relationships. What is interpersonal communication? The term interpersonal labels the kind of communication that happens when people involved talk and listen in ways that maximizes the presence of the personal. Enlarging the conversation has various elements that help build its foundation, such as listening, nonverbal communication, and self-disclosure. My behavioral blend contributes to enlarging the conversation because, as I have a clear understanding of myself, I can have effective communication with others. Kiana's behavioral blend. The uniquely you report results determined. What is expected of me is a CS. However, what is me is a CIS. One of the most interesting aspects of this class is that we had the opportunity to take the DISC personality test. And during this process, I learned so much about me. We were also required to read How to Solve the People Puzzle, which broke down our personalities even more once you took the test. And as a result, my test came out to be the two aspects of me was what is expected is means how I present myself to people, how I think people expect me to be, which is a CS. And then what was really me, who I truly am, is a CIS. And to me, the most interesting part is why do I drop off the I when I present myself to people? What is that about? And I intend to dig deeper into that as I continue my growth and reflection even after the class is over. Kiana's behavioral blend continued. As a CS, I can be submissive and competent, regarded as a good friend, have a tendency to be protective of the truth, and close friends. As a CIS, I can be both outgoing and reserved. I have strong people skills. I like to influence and interact with people, but I can also withdraw and concentrate on specific projects. Background: I am 25, African American, a female, the oldest child, a first generation college student, single with no children. Positive influences of my behavioral blend. I am good at caring, thinking, and problem solving. I prefer peace and harmony as well as organized environments. I can be flexible. I am passionate about inspiring and supporting others. Negative influences of my behavioral blend. I can rub some people wrong with my critical and fault finding attitude. I sometimes think too much or long about solving problems. What I say and how I say it can be hurtful. I need to be more decisive and direct. Background plus behavioral blend equals my conversation. There are positives and negatives. I build relationships organically because of my strong people skills. I'm able to listen and solve problems. I enjoy supporting others. Negatives: I can be a know-it-all. The way I communicate my feelings can be hurtful. I have a need to please people, and I have a compulsion to get the facts right. Potential barriers. hearing what you want to hear, bias listening, fatigue, and labeling. Barrier and print. I'm going to reduce the amount of filters I have while listening. I will not base my listening on past negative experiences. I will be sure to get proper rest when preparing to listen. When listening, I will allow room for self-expression through words. Noise pollution refers to the internal and external barriers that hinder communication. Internal noise pollution. Listening through filters, negative internal dialogue, green flag words. External noise pollution. Talker not speaking loud enough or whispering. Loud noise such as traffic, machinery, time pressure, and deadlines. Noise pollution solutions. Being aware of how my past experiences affect my listening. Improving my self-perception will improve my internal thought pattern. Maintaining my emotions will help me to listen better. External. Politely ask the speaker to speak up. Eliminate the source of the noise. Manage time better and create a schedule to reduce anxiety of deadlines. It is important when you set a goal to also create an action plan to reaching that goal. And my next slide explains how I intend to become a level 1 listener. As I conclude my presentation, I would like to say I learned so much from this class. I enjoyed it so much. It was actually one of my favorite. It was the favorite of the semester for me. I enjoyed reading the textbooks. For example, textbooks such as Why Don't We Listen Better? I remember being in the doctor's office, reading that textbook, highlighting and crying because I'm like, this is me. This explains everything. It was just amazing. The next textbook that we had to read that I just fell in love with as well, Bridges Not Walls. I mean, the title itself explains so much. But even reading the text the same way, I was just like, oh my god, every time it was like an aha moment. Like, it was just amazing. And the text really just opened me up and helped me to realize that you can't benefit anything from building a wall, but it's all about being open and being open to share and communicate in a positive way. Then I already mentioned this book earlier in my presentation, but again, it was a great book. How to Solve the People Puzzle. This book, for me, it was like I lived and breathed it even throughout the whole semester. I would even show my friends, like, here, you gotta read this. This sounds like you. Does this sound like me? You know, it was so much fun just learning about my personality and all the other personalities and the different characteristics. I really, really enjoyed it. The last book that I enjoyed, and it was just like the exercises were great. It was just one of those books where I was just like, I can't wait to read. Listening, The Forgotten Skill. And I just think that this book helped me in honing in on my overarching goal and why I don't listen better, why I experience so much conflict, and what things affect my listening. And so I really, really enjoyed this book. And I pray that you enjoyed my presentation and that you've been inspired. And I pray for all those Liberty students out there who are completing their projects this week that they are doing great. And God bless you. And I pray that you are having a great day.